Okay, so when we're looking at triangles, there is a general rule, and I was going to pull it up, but I didn't have time. Okay, it talks about how a triangle, no matter which two sides, and I'm just going to draw a little picture here, okay, if we have this triangle, two sides should always be greater than the other side, okay? And so, I don't even have the book to be able to put the thing on there. Maybe. Nope. I don't explain it very good. Alright, here we go. You may or may not be able to see it super great. Okay, so this triangle inequality theorem says that, and this looks a little bit more confusing. So if you have any triangle, okay, and you look at x, y, okay, one side, and y, z, another side, it should be greater than the third side. Okay, so if you take the two sides, it should be greater than the other side. And you do that for every one. So if you looked at yz and xz, so these two sides, it should be greater than this side. If you took xz, so this one and this one, it should be greater than this other side. And so what happens is, if it's not, when you add up the two sides together, greater, then there's no way that it's a triangle. It's just not possible. Okay, and so that is what the third triangle theorem is saying. Okay, so on this little example, same thing, it has 3, 7, and 8. So they took 3 plus 7, should be greater than 8, and it is. 3 plus 7 is 10. That's greater than 8. They took 7 plus 8. Okay, it should be greater than 3. So if we're looking at this one, and I think that the form is the hardest part. Okay, so what this is saying, and I left my pencil over here, so you should be able to pick these out one by one and start adding them up. So because there's a 6 and a 6, okay, they should all be greater than the one side. So look at number 1. We could say 6 plus 6 should be greater than what? What's the other third side?
1.
Yeah, 6 plus 6 should be greater than 1. What is 6 plus 6?
12.
12. Is 12 greater than 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one checks out. What would you check next?
6 and 1.
6 and 1. So 6 plus 1 should be greater than, what number's left?
6.
6. So 6 plus 1 is what?
7.
7. Is 7 greater than 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it checks out. Now, normally you would have 3 different numbers because it's a 6 and a 6. This one kind of looks weird. Okay, so yes, this one is a triangle. Or it could be, okay? Because they want to know if those 3 numbers could be a triangle, okay? And so you said, do you need a calculator? You shouldn't, because it's just addition, but some of them are a little bit, I guess, higher numbers that you might. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Okay, we have 6, 16, and 12. Okay, so we could say 6 plus 16 is greater than 12. Okay, and what is 6 plus 16?
That would be like 24.
6
Start with 22.
22.
22.
22 is greater than 12. Is that true?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay, so we check the next one. So instead of 6 plus 16, what do you also need to try?
12.
6 plus 12 is greater than 16. So what is 6 plus 12? 18. Is 18 greater than 16?
Yes.
Yes, so that one checks out. What's the last one we need to check? What two numbers have we not added together?
6 and 16 and 12.
12 plus 16, is that greater than 6?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's gotta be. Okay, so 12 plus 16 is gonna be 28. Is 28 greater than 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that one checks
I
out.
can easily tell because they're the two bigger numbers are higher than
Yeah, and so most of them you should kind of be able to look at. What you may not do, you may not just write yes or no on your paper, okay? Because you only got a 50-50 shot, like do some work. Okay, so yes, this one will work out.
So about like for number 2, like 2 plus 10 will equal 12. So we'll have 12 and 12.
So let's look at 2.
Thought we just did.
Nope. Okay, so if we look at 2, okay, we have a 12, a 10, and a 2. So our first numbers is going to be, we could say 12 plus 10 is greater than what? 2. Okay, what's 12 plus 10?
120.
12 plus 10. 22 is greater than 2. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, now what's our next one? 10 plus what? 10 plus 2. Is that greater than 12? 10 plus 2 is what?
It's the equal.
It's equal to.
No, but that's not what I asked you. I said is 12 greater than 12?
No.
No.
No. So this one does not work out, which means that no, this could not possibly be a triangle.
Alright.
Okay, so most of it's basic addition. We're going to do this for a couple days, at least tomorrow, just to, because part of it is like adding the right ones together, and then sometimes you might be able to say 12 plus 10, or some of you guys I guarantee are going to write 10 plus 12, but that's the same thing. Okay, so you have to use all three numbers in order for it to work out. Okay?
Alright.
Let's look at the next page. Let's look at 5. So we're going to have 11 plus 1 is greater than 11. Okay, what's 11 plus 1? 12. Is 12 greater than 11? Yeah, so that one checks out. Our next one, we could say what? What would you add up next? 11 and 11. Is 11 plus 11 greater than 1?
No. Wait.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this one, without even doing the addition, some of them you're going to be able to look at and be like, yeah, it for sure is. Is 11 by itself bigger than 1? Yeah, so 11 plus 11 is definitely going to be bigger than 1. Okay, and then because these are the same, you don't need to check the second one, okay? So yes, this could be a triangle. Does that make sense? Who's totally 100% lost? We need to know.
I'm not.
Huh? You good? Okay, look at 7. What's our first one going to be? We got a 8, a 10, and 18. 8 plus 10. So 8 plus 10 is greater than 18.
No. No.
Why no?
Because 8 plus 10 equals 18. It just can't work out.
Okay, so is 18 greater than 18?
No.
No, so this one won't work. So the answer is going to be just no. It's not a triangle. 18 is not greater than 18. Can I scroll? Okay, look at 9. What's going to be our first one? 2 plus 7 is greater than 9.
No.
Why do you say no?
Because it equals 9.
So 2 plus 7 is 9. Is 9 greater than 9?
No.
No. Okay, so you can stop right there. You don't even need to do any more work. You could say just no. Okay, look at 11. What's our first one going to be? 3 plus 10 is greater than
No.
9. What is 3 plus 10?
13.
13 is greater than 9. Is that true?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so that checks out. Okay, what's going to be our next one? How would we set it up? 10 plus 9 is another one. 10 plus 9 is greater than 3. Well, you got to use all three numbers. Okay, so 10 plus 9 is 19. Is 19 greater than 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's going to be our third one? I think the third one is the hardest one to figure out which numbers to use. 9 plus 3 is greater than what? 10. What is 9 plus 3?
It's 12.
12. Is 12 greater than 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that one checks out. So we got check, check, check. So that's good. We're going to say yes. This could be a triangle. Okay, let's look at 13. We got a 7, a 9, and a 16. So what are we going to set our first one up as? 7 plus 9 is greater than 16.
No.
No.
What is 7 plus 9?
16.
16. Is 16 greater than 16?
Mm-mm.
No. So this one does not work, so you could just put no. Okay, it's got to be bigger than 16. What 17 work?
Mm-hmm.
What about 16.1?
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, technically. Okay. If I say $16 and I say you have to have more than $16, if you have $16.01, is that more than 16?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so even if it's 0.01, it's still technically more than 16.
Alright.
Okay, and then 15, we got a 3, 6, 6. 3 plus 6 is greater than 6. 3 plus 6 is 9, is greater than
Yes.
6. Yes, that's true. Okay, well, how are we going to set up the next one? 6 plus 6 is greater than
What's 13?
3.
Yes.
Okay, so 12 is greater than 3. Is 12 greater than 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so this one works out. What would be your third option if you had to do it?
Oh, there's no third option.
6 plus 3?
It would be 6 plus 3 again. Okay? But we've already done 6 plus 3. Okay? So this one is yes, it's a triangle. Okay, you guys go through and do all the even ones. Hold on, Trevor. You go through and do all of the even ones and then put it in the box.